So this story is dedicated to the wonderful girls and boys at San Francisco Presbyterian School. I hope you all enjoy. Hi guys, it's your boy Stefan here, and I am here to do a read aloud for you all. So I have a book here. It's a very old book. It's a Enid Blyton book. The name of it is The Teddy Bear's Tale and Other Stories. But I am choosing to read a story entitled Linda's Little House. So let's have a read and let's see what the story is about, right? On her birthday, Linda had an exciting present. She undid the paper and unwrapped a box. On the front of the box was a picture of a pretty little house with a green roof, some windows, a green front door, and 2 red chimneys. "Oh," said Linda, "what a darling house." She took off the box lid, and there inside were red bricks, green tiles for the roof, little glass windows, a small green front door, and 2 red chimneys. "You see, it's for you to build," said Mummy. "If you look well at the picture and copy it, you will see exactly how to build that pretty little house." She built the walls. She slipped the windows into the spaces she had left in the walls. She put on the green tiled roof very carefully. She slid the chimneys into the holes left for them. And last of all, she put in the little front door, which could be hung on a small hinge and opened and shut properly. It even had a tiny knocker on it, which made the smallest rat-a-tat you ever heard. "Look, Mummy," said Linda, "isn't it lovely? Now I know how to build a house. Would you like to see me do it all over again?" "Yes, I would," said Mummy. So Linda knocked the tiny house down and began to build it all over again. She knocked it down and built it 6 times that day. The toys watched her every time and thought she was very clever. That night, she left the little house standing by the toy cupboard when she went to bed. The panda opened the door, bent himself down low, and walked in. The teddy bear was too fat to get inside. The clockwork mouse ran in, and the small dolls from the doll's house, they also went in. They all thought it was the nicest house they had ever seen. "Isn't Linda clever to build it up like that?" said the panda. "She's so quick too. Really, it doesn't take her 10 minutes to do it." Linda often played with the little house. Then someone gave her a paint box, and she forgot about the house for a time and painted pictures instead. Now, one night when the toys were playing in the nursery, there came a knocking at the window. "That's Danceabout the pixie," cried the bear, and ran to open the window. It was Danceabout, but a very sad pixie she was. She cried so many tears on the windowsill that it looked as if it had been raining there. "Whatever's the matter?" asked the bear. "Oh, toys, you know my dear little house in the woods," said Danceabout. "The one made out of that big toadstool? Well, it's gone. A horrid boy came along this afternoon and kicked it to bits. It's a good thing I wasn't there, or I'd have been kicked to bits too. Now I've got no house at all. There aren't any more toadstools growing. It's cold without a house, so I've come to ask you what I ought to do." The panda looked round at the little house Linda so often built. It was standing by the toy cupboard. "What about Linda's house?" he said. "I shouldn't think it would matter if you had that. It's a lovely little house, just big enough for you, Danceabout." "So it is," said the pixie, dancing in at the front door and out again. "But how can I take the house to the woods?" It knocks down and it's quite easy to build up again, said the bear. Look, this is how you knock it down. He knocked it all down. Then the toys neatly put the bricks, the tiles, the chimneys and everything into the box and popped on the lid. The panda and the bear between them carried the box to the woods, and Danceabout showed them where she wanted her house built. But it wasn't so easy to build as the bear had thought. It was true he had often watched Linda building it, but that wasn't the same as building it himself. He put the chimney where the window ought to be and didn't leave any room for the door. It was a dreadful muddle. We'd better go and ask Linda to come and help, said the panda at last. Oh dear, I hope she won't mind us borrowing the house like this. Bear, go and fetch her, will you? So, much to her surprise, Linda was awakened by the bear, who told her what they wanted. She got out of bed at once, excited. It was rather naughty of you, Bear, to carry my house off like that without even asking me, she said, as she put on her dressing gown and slippers. Of course I'll come, and I'll build the house and let Danceabout have it. Fancy seeing a pixie in the middle of the night like this. The bear took her to the place in the woods where the pixie was. All the other toys were there too, standing around the heap of bricks and tiles on the grass. Linda began to build a house. The moon shone down and gave her enough light to see by. In 10 minutes, the house was finished. There it stood in the moonlight, with its red chimneys, shining windows and little front door. It looked so real. Oh, thank you, said Danceabout, skipping in at the door. It's beautiful. Just the right size too. I'll get some curtains for the windows tomorrow and buy some furniture. And I'll give a tea party when the house is ready to live in. You'll come, won't you, Linda? Of course, said Linda joyfully, and off she went back to bed. She could hardly believe it, and was all true next day when she woke up. Sorry, she could hardly believe it. She could hardly believe it was all true next day when she woke up. But the box was gone, and she was almost sure the bear gave her a smile when she looked at him. And today she found a note tucked under the bear's fat arm. It says, Dear Linda, my tea party is at 4 o'clock today. Do come. Tippy toppy tarts with cream and squishy buns with honey. Love from Danceabout. Linda's going, of course, and she's going to tell me what the tippy toppy tarts are and the squishy buns. I hope she brings a few back with her, don't you? So guys, this was my read aloud for you today. I hope you enjoyed the story, Linda's Little House. And we must strive to be as caring as Linda in this story. She saw that Pixie needed a house and she offered hers, and Pixie paid back her kindness to her by inviting her to her housewarming party. So I hope you all enjoy the story, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Be safe and bye.